So welcome back to the channel and welcome to my favorite area in the Netherlands. Just look behind me. There's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. And I thought there was not gonna be any fog because the temperature is quite high, it's about 20 degrees. But still there is some fog down here in this valley. You know, there's something magical to this place. And there seems to be fog all the time, so maybe it will disappear very fast after sunrise, but at least there's something. On my way here, nothing, no sign of fog anywhere. But right here, there is fog. I'm just gonna wait a little bit, and what I noticed is, if you look up, look at these clouds up here. So those clouds are all floating towards the sunrise. And that would actually be really good if those clouds here light up with beautiful red light. That would be amazing. So yeah, let's just wait for a couple of minutes. I'm quite early because I didn't really have a plan, and I thought maybe if this is nothing I can drive further south to a different area, but I decided to stop here. I think it's worth it. I've been here so many times, and in recent videos I've also been here, but that video was actually recorded a couple of months ago. So yeah, I thought let's check it out. I'd rather have a little bit of fog in an area that I've been to much than no fog in an area that I've never been before. So yeah, it's just a waiting game now. The planes are starting to lift off here from the airport, so it's about 6 o'clock. So I have another 30 minutes at least before sunrise. So I'm just gonna wait up here. It's a little bench. I'm not gonna walk around here that early. So yeah, just waiting game, and hopefully something spectacular is going to happen. So all the ingredients are here for some nice photography. You know, you have this pink heather patches. We have a thin layer of fog rolling around here. The only problem is that the sunrise is not here yet. It's behind the trees, and I'm afraid that when it's going above it, the temperature has already increased here a lot. Yeah, and the fog will disappear. So I don't think we'll have this golden lit up fog images. I'm just going to search for some nice, yeah, foggy shots. Not quite sure what I'm searching for here, but I decided to go down here for once. Normally I start over on that side of the reserve, but for this time I decided to start on this side, just to try and do something different, you know. I just told Marcus, you know, you can see him down here. He traveled all the way here from Germany last year because he wanted some foggy days, and he did it again this year. So yeah, at least we got some fog, but I don't think it's going to increase like sometimes that it can be a madhouse here. So yeah, we're just gonna wait and see how this fog is gonna develop. And in the meantime, I'm going to search for a composition with a bit of heather in the foreground. Yeah, not quite sure, like I said, what I'm searching for, but when I find it, I will show you. And I found one shot here. It's just some fog in the foreground, and then you have this tree trunk hanging in to the left, and I might consider giving it a little bit more breathing space here. But I'm actually hoping for the sun to rise in the back there, and when that tree in front is backlit, you get it separated from its background, and that was what I was hoping for. But yeah, is the fog there when the sun is come over those trees? I'm not quite sure, so it's maybe better not to take any risks and just search for a different composition somewhere on this side. So yeah, we'll see. I got the tiny repeller on. Maybe you can see it. I just turned it on, so it's not warmed up yet. Still some mosquitoes flying around, but they're already here in dozens. So hopefully this thing will do its trick today. If you're interested in the tiny repeller, there's a link in the description. Yeah, for a little discount. So it definitely helps in an area like this that's mosquito rich. So quickly gonna continue. Hopefully I can find something, and this is that first shot that I just showed you. So I found a couple of shots here. You can see that those clouds that I was referring to back on the hill when we started out are really lifting off, and it was just a couple of seconds that we had pink header, a reasonable composition and some light in the sky. Not quite sure if I got the most out of it actually, but I'll show you the compositions that I found. So let me show you the first one. So I'm just having this pink header in the foreground and then these two trees, and they are a bit separated from the background due to the fog behind it. And that's the only reason why it's working. I'm using the live G&D filter, but in this section there's not as much color in the sky as you can see. So I'm still taking this image. I'm all taking them in high res mode. So let me show you this composition. I think this is actually quite nice. So you see I used this big bowl of header here as my foreground. Then there's this green patch, but you got this leading line towards this tree over here. And there's another one in the fog in the back there, which actually looks quite nice. And then you have this last piece of the sky up there in the image. So I think that's rather good. Let's have a look if everything is in focus. I think it is. Everything's in focus in one shot, so that's nice. And I do want to mention something that I might have said wrong in a different video, or I might have said wrong, I just said it wrong. I'm not afraid to admit that. If you use the live G&D filter and you're accessing it, you get this line that you're using on the camera, but you can't adjust your settings. So a couple of people commented underneath the video and they said if you push the info button, so let's push it, you can switch between the G&D filter, the settings and just your grid settings, but you don't have to turn off the G&D filter to change the settings. So I was wrong about that. It's just a simple push of the info button. I had no idea why I didn't figure that out myself. Yeah, read the fucking manual, you know. I'm always the kind of guy just going out there and I will see if it works out, you know. I have no idea, but I kind of like this shot. So taking it again, some beautiful light, and I think there's a slight chance that we have some beautiful light in a couple of minutes. So yeah, just gonna wait here, but this is the shot. So there's a risk of going to the same area over and over again. And at this point I am here and you know, I've got nothing to lose, and I'm thinking I can do something totally different, just try a different angle, different positions. But sometimes it just doesn't work out. I don't know, I wasn't feeling those shots back there. So I'm walking back up, gonna look for something different on this side. And there's some beautiful sunlight now there. Wow. There might even be a shot in here with this S-curved path down here. Not quite sure. The fog did increase for a little bit, but it might be gone in a couple of minutes. So quickly taking advantage of it, putting the camera down and searching for a composition. So I guess I found a really nice shot here. So let me show you here in the back. So there's this leading line of the path going into the back, and the sun is almost straight behind it, but it creates a really nice atmosphere through this image that I really like. So Marcus was just walking straight towards it, so I was screaming at him, come on, come on. But a couple of minutes before that I was walking through his shot, so really funny. But yeah, I think this is quite nice actually. So gonna take this shot. I'm leaving the sky out of the frame like I do so many times. But I think it's all about this little tree here on the left, which actually looks really nice. And now I'm moving back up. Hopefully I can catch a little bit of that good light. Good light, not good night, good light. The night is over. So yeah, I think this is nice. So this is the shot. So just 2 meters further you can see the path down here running to the back there. But I just noticed there's 2 trees in the back there with just a lot of fog around it, and it just looks really nice. So let me show you on the back of the camera. You see I zoomed into it with the 40 to 150, just isolating those 2 trees, and they got a real nice separation to the background. But there is a bit of sky included there, so I'm taking a high res shot. So the sky isn't overexposed or anything. I think that's going to be a rather nice shot actually. So a little bit moody, not that golden light, but just beautiful fog with some light. So I'm quickly going to continue. Bit of running around like a headless chicken here at the moment. Yeah, not quite sure what to do. I think this is nice. Also, you know, another 20 meters. Fog stays around much longer than I thought, so I'm gonna find out this composition and let's see. This is probably going to be my favorite shot of the day, at least I think so. When I look at it right now, it's always the question when you get back home if what you thought of really worked in the field. But I kind of like this. And let me show you in a minute. I'm just taking a focus tag here, just taking multiple exposures. Then I'm going to walk up to get some advantage of this beautiful light on the left. But that light is shining into my image here also, so let me just show you on the other side. You know, I'm just photographing in that direction, but I have this beautiful tree over here, some heather in the foreground, a nice tree on the left, and then all that moody fog running through the frame. It just looks really nice. Yeah, this is just good. This is just so good. And while I'm moving the camera a little bit to make a little bit more space, I just found another shot on the left side here. You know, this is just amazing. So I'm going to walk a little bit further to the front here to catch some bit of that moody atmosphere here. Maybe leave out a little bit of that heather in the foreground. I think the shot will benefit from that. So those are the 2 shots I shot over here, and I'm gonna find another one now. Fantastic, what a morning. I thought the fog would disappear within 5 minutes after sunrise because the temperature is quite high, but it just stays around, you know. Some beautiful atmosphere, and we were just in the right spot over there with the sun straight in front of us and an angle of this area that I'd never seen before. And right now the sun is, unfortunately, we were really enjoying that light there, but as you can see, put this down for a minute, the sun is now behind a cloud up there. So that's a shame, because the light was really kicking off above this fog, you know, really nice. But yeah, we're just going to see if we can get some more images when the sun is appearing again. It's such a magical place. I keep saying it. No, there are two people here that I know, and both of them are watchers of this YouTube channel. So that's actually quite funny. So yeah, amazing. So don't all get to this place, you know. It's so calm, so easy. I just love it. I just love this place. So yeah, let's take a couple of more images. I think a couple of seconds, and then the sunlight is going to be back. And hopefully it will still be that nice golden atmospheric light that we were having earlier. So, but I'm not disappointed with the images. Totally different than what I normally took here. So yeah, happy with those shots. So I'm actually quite surprised that I managed to take a couple of nice wider angle shots here. Because normally I just try to zoom in and isolate all these little trees. And I actually found another one here. One of those isolated trees that I really like, and I never seen this composition before due to the angle I'm facing right now, and it just looks really nice with all this fog around. So let me show you on the back. I hope you can see it. I'll just put it in movie mode, it's much easier to show you. You can see it's all about that right tree and that small bush in the left corner, and I'm going to, it's gonna cut off a little bit on the side, on the left and the right. So I'm really gonna focus a little bit more like this, but the movie mode is a 16:9. So yeah, I'm not going to photograph it like this, but that light is coming through now. Oh my god, this is just absolute stunning. I'm taking this shot now quickly before that light is disappearing again. There's another cloud coming. Amazing, amazing. What a morning, what a morning, you know. Yeah, this you can't ask for more than we're having in this particular morning, you know. Stunning, absolute stunning. So like I told you, it's a bit of a headless chicken morning, but look at this light, it's just so good. It's just so freaking good. I don't know what to say here, but I love it, I love it. All those light rays coming through at the moment. With two beautiful trees in one shot, you know. How can I never see this composition before, you know? I don't know, usually I'm a little bit more down on the other side when I'm facing these conditions, but yeah, right now it's just amazing to be up here. It's just, I'm just checking all these images if they are in focus, you know. I don't want to ruin them. It's gonna be fantastic, that's for sure. So let me try to show you on the movie mode here again. You see, this is the composition. I got two nice trees, a dead one in the back and this beautiful bush in front. One of my favorite trees in the Netherlands here, this one. And yeah, just absolutely what a shot, you know. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it with this beautiful light. Amazing. So this is the shot. So this is the end of today's video. If you look behind me, you can see all the fog just disappeared very rapidly, but I think I'm not disappointed with the shots today. We got some really nice shots, and I think it was a good idea to go back up to the higher parts and just mount the big telephoto lenses to catch that beautiful light and those light rays. Yeah, some amazing conditions. This area just keeps amazing me all the time. And yeah, also Marcus here, he was just like, this is the best morning of the week. So really happy that worked out for him, you know, traveling 2.5 hours to get over here. So yeah, that was really nice. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to support the channel, don't forget there is a buy me a coffee link underneath this video, and my 2025 calendar is still for sale. The pre-sale is ended when this video is released, I think, but if you're interested in buying the 2025 calendar, there is a link underneath this video. Please consider buying it. It's a worldwide shipping, so yeah, it should be in time for the 1st of January 2025. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you on the next video. There is a subscribe button underneath here if you haven't subscribed already. If you want to see more of this magical conditions, then please subscribe to the channel, because I seem to come across this quite often actually. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.